Tell me about your first car, buying your first car.
First car is in Oregon, too. In Portland. You ever been to Portland?
Yeah, oh yeah.
You know 182nd Street or 82nd Street? It's like 7 miles of car dealerships.
Yeah.
That's where it was.
Okay.
So my dad's working up there. I've been doing moving since I was about 13. Just, doing moving jobs with my dad and my uncle. And I wasn't buy a car, man. My whole life I'm trying to get money because I'm poor. So this is right when I just started selling weed. So, no. It's about a month or two before I started selling weed. Sorry. I go up there. I work for a couple weeks with my uncle. I make like $2,100-ish or $1,800. I can't remember. Come back for a month or two. I spend half of it on weed, trying to re-up and sell more weed to make money. But I'm spending it on other drugs, and I'm down to like $1,100, right? Or $1,200. So my little brother Martin, he's not related by blood. My dad had another family. She had Brady Bunch. He had 3 kids. She had 3 kids, and then they had 3 kids. So I tell him, hey, I'm 14. I don't have a license or a permit. Let's try to buy a car. There's got to be somebody out there that's going to sell me a car because I have the money. I need to spend it now or I'm never getting them to buy drugs. So I go to 82nd or 182nd, 2 or 3 car dealerships, basically polite me, tell me to get the fuck out of here. I have a stack in my pocket. They don't know this. This little boy has a stack. And my little brother's 3 years younger than me. So I'm with a child with spiky hair and then just me with long, No Country for Old Men style hair. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
that was me. And this old white man, I tell him, like, hey, I'm looking for a car. And he goes, all right. I'm like, all right, kid. He goes, what are you looking for? I go, I got $1,200. And he looked at me because this is the 3rd guy that turned me down. I go, fuck this. And I pull my money out to show him, like, stop kicking me out of the fucking dealerships, guys. Because they were telling me to get the fuck out. So I see this green Dodge Intrepid, 1996 Dodge Intrepid, green, fucking a Falcon looking car. I love that car. I'm looking at it. I'm like, oh, it's nice. I don't know nothing about cars. I'm like, oh yeah, new tire. I'm just trying to like small talk so I can go, by the way, I'm 14. I didn't tell him that. But he goes to get his wife, which owns the car lot with him. And then he tells her he doesn't have his permit on him. He forgot his ID. That's why I told him, like, oh, I forgot my ID. Can I still buy it? And they did some illegal ass shit. She goes, he's got money. She goes, then fucking sell it to him. They were old, like white couple smoking cigarette type of.
I know them.
You know them, right?
Yeah.
And he's like, well, fucking sell it to him. And she walks back in. He goes, all right, it's yours. I go, all right, $1,200. And he goes, but I need an ID and proof of insurance. I go, are you fucking kidding me, man? You just said you'll sell it to me. So my stepbrother calls his mom. She only speaks Spanish. And he tells her in Spanish, like, hey, we need your ID. We're buying this car, but they need an adult. And she fucking gave it to us. Like, I don't know why she did this, man. She trusted in us that.
You bought a car at 14
and then
with cash.
Yep. And then no insurance on it, right? I had no money whatsoever left. And then my brother.
Did you drive it off the lot?
I'm not even done yet. I get in this car. I look at my brother and just, oh, fuck. You know, that feeling of like, get the fuck out of here. Are you serious? I have like a couple dollars in ones and change, right? Oregon, there's no taxes. It was $1,200. I left with the car. I hit the little, and as soon as I do, we both just start screaming as loud as we can, like of how happy.
Have you ever driven before?
Everybody in my family is truck drivers, so I've been driving since I was like 6 or 5, like learning how to do the stick, and my dad would let me sit on his lap. And then when I turned 8, he'd let me drive it by myself. Very unprofessional and unresponsible. Like, I'm a fucking child. My dad's sitting here twacked, like, yeah, you fucking drive.
Yeah.
That's what was going on now that I know. So I know how to drive. I drive the moving truck. I'm a kid. You know, I know how to drive, but we're also 7-8 miles from the house. And I'm a little nervous because we live in Clackamas, which is on a mountain. So we're screaming, like hitting each other, like, no fucking way. We have a car.
That is insane.
We had enough money for 2 spicy chicken sandwiches from Carl's Jr. I pull up in the drive-thru and I'm trying to look like, no, I'm old enough. And the guy's looking at me like, and he gives me my shit. And I pull up and I get my food. I'm trying not to make eye contact with the lady because she knows I'm a fucking child. I look like a young kid now. I'm 32 now. So as a 14-year-old, I look a 6.
10, yeah.
With a fucking haircut. We're eating spicy chicken sandwiches. I remember I'm putting like ketchup on my shit. driving with one hand, and I'm just screaming like, "We have a fucking car, Martin!" And I'm screaming to my brother, and he's looking at me like, "Yo, we just fucking got a
I
car."
can't even believe it.
Go to my house, pull up. My dad gets off work a couple hours later, and he goes, "Whose car?" I go, "They fucking sold me a car." He goes, "No, they didn't. No, they didn't. How'd you get away?" And I go, "Dad, your wife gave me her ID." And then I left. The guy wanted that stack so bad. He goes, "Hey, child, fucking leave with the car off my property."
Kill yourself. Yeah.
Yes. Good thing he sold it to somebody who knew what they were doing. But I remember my dad came home, the look of like, motherfucker. It was everything. Like, yeah, I bought it and drove it home and ate chicken sandwiches in it today. Like going through the drive-thru by yourself was like the biggest.
So when you finally got your license, was that your
I
car,
didn't get it till
or
I
were
was
you able to
18,
get another
man.
one? You did.
I didn't get it till I was 18.